First, providing short-term relief for school districts who are struggling with an influx of COVID cases. It's the discussion happening right now among state education officials.
On Friday, Tennessee's Commissioner of Education, Dr. Penny Schwinn, announced a waiver that districts can now submit, allowing a temporary move to remote learning in order to manage the sudden case surge. Kelly GROSFIELD joins us in the studio with how this waiver works and reaction from local districts. Kelly?
Sarah, Josh, as we know, COVID can change anything in the blink of an eye, and this waiver helps evaluate temporary changes on a school and classroom level as opposed to district-wide.
It really is going to be about specific individual waiver requests at the classroom and at the school level. And it is when there is no way that you could continue to reasonably provide in-person instruction.
Washington County, Tennessee schools are closed for the week, citing an increase in quarantines and cases. And while the director of schools, Jerry Boyd, could submit a waiver for consideration, the district chose to use its stockpile days. He said even though they have the option, it's not the simplest process, and they could still ultimately be denied.
Not having the ability to transition from remote from in-person to remote and back without going through the waiver process, it increases the challenge.
Over in UNICOI County schools, they haven't had any major quarantines, and even with the waiver option, it's an unlikely path for their district.
We'd have to be in a really dire situation, to where we would go that route. We want to keep our doors open.
He says one-to-one learning options are already in place for students forced home, but a shortage when it comes to staffing could be a different story.
Sometimes you get in a situation where you literally can't have school because you don't have enough staff, and so those would be the kind of scenarios where we would look at that situation.
This option would be temporary, with stress on keeping it at the classroom and school level, creating as little waves and disruptions among the majority of the student population as possible.
It is not a day off, it is not a closure, it is moving to remote teaching and learning, so students should still receive the same commensurate level of instruction as they would otherwise have received in person.
Everyone that I'm aware of certainly wants any remote model as a primary intervention to be temporary. We all strongly believe in that students' best opportunity to learn is in person.
Those waivers are being evaluated 3 times a day by state education officials. As of this morning, only one had been submitted. Dr. Schwinn did not specify which school district it was.